Welcome back. We're ready to break down in Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the last team we got to break down in the NFC Central. And again, I have the Tecmo XIII Madison champion here to break it down to you, Mort.
All right, let's go into it. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We didn't look at their 1990 or 1990.
Oh, I know what their
record.
1990 was. They were 6-10.
That's good for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, and every other team besides the Bears were 6-10 in the division in 1990. And 1991, Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't fare so well. They finished with abysmal 3-13 record.
That's
doormat of the division.
Yep, until they got rid of this guy. Once they got rid of that guy in the helmet, then they changed things around for a while. Let's start off with Vinny Testaverde, one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. He had a long NFL career, rated pretty decently on here. 31 maximum speed, so he's a running quarterback. And he's got very low passing speed, so he's a JJ quarterback with 31 passing speed. Then you got pass control of 56. That means you don't really have to worry too much about those interceptions. As we know, accuracy does nothing. And his avoid pass block is 44, which it just means at the line of scrimmage he's more likely to get a pass blocked. Let's go as backup. Jeff Carlson is a decent backup, but I mean, it's 44 passing speed, 38 passing control on your standard 13 MS. And just, he hardly ever will get it. Unless he's an excellent, you should probably be going with Testaverde. Running backs, we got Gary Anderson. And Gary Anderson has 50 maximum speed. He has 38 rushing speed, pretty standard. And he's got a 50 ball control and 50 receptions. Good pass-run option right there in Gary Anderson. Next up is Reggie Cobb, the fullback. One of those 3 or 4 players with 94 hitting power at fullback. 44 running speed, only 25 MS, and 44 receptions. So he can catch the ball and he can block. Oh boy, he can kick return too. Probably put him.
He's a beast, Reggie Cobb.
He's a beast. Yes, definitely a beast. Bruce Perkins, pretty ordinary running back, 31 MS, 38 just to back up, no receptions. We got John Harvey, who's decent, 38 MS. Nice little backup running back option. Give you a little flexibility to run with 2 backs instead of 1 back here. With some speed. You can mix it up with Haddix too. Not a lot of receptions though. Out of receiving core, we got Mark Carrier with 38 running speed, 44 maximum speed, and 63 receptions. Pretty decent. Average receiver. Maybe a little bit above average, but still a nice number 1. Bruce Hill, the number 2, is slow, 25 MS. 25 running speed, and 50 receptions. Danny Peebles, 25 running speed, only 19 MS, and 44 receptions. Don't let him return any kickoff returns on you, though. You don't want to get Peebles. And we got Willie Drury. Drury's actually rated a little better, 31 MS, and he's probably the second best receiver on this team with 44 receptions. And I don't see him ever get too much game time, but he's got a little bit of a better rating for speed-wise than the other 2 in front of him. Ron Hall's actually a pretty good tight end. 44 hitting power, 44 receptions, 38 MS, decent speed for a tight end. Pretty useful player. And finally, Jesse Anderson, 31 MS. So actually, he's faster than a lot of the receivers. And he's got a 44 hitting power and 31 receptions. I've actually used Mr. Anderson a few times.
He's their backup tight end.
Now let's go to the offensive lines of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it's not too bright. 31 hitting power for the center, Randy Grimes. He's got speed at 38 MS. We got Carl Bax with 38 hitting power, not too good, 25 MS, so he's slower. And then Ian Beckles, 44 hitting power. That's a plus on this team. It's not 38. Only 25 speed. Paul Gruber, actually with 50 hitting power, but 25 maximum speed. And last but not least, Rob Taylor has 38, another horrible guy. Only 25 MS, so the kick returning isn't that great here. And basically the line is actually the worst line in Tecmo Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite impressive for
Not
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And now we got Steve Christie. Last year in Tampa Bay before he went to Buffalo, one of the best kickers in the game. 75 avoid kick blocks, 69 kicking ability. He's got a boot on him. And the punter, Mark Royals, yeah, there's no such thing as a punt block, but he's got a lot of avoid kick block. And his kicking ability is a little bit lower, but the punter doesn't really matter that much in this game.
No.
And let's go on to the defense. And we got a great many things that Tom's going to go over with you about the defense.
Yeah, there's not much to say about the defense. And Steve Christie with that kicking ability 69, I think that's good for about a 72-yard field goal, if I'm not mistaken. We see the question in the chat box. We'll let Mort answer those after we go through the matchups for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But let's talk about their defense. Jim Sco, okay, the right end. He's a 38 maximum speed, 31 hitting power. That's not good, but it's good for the Buccaneers, I guess. Their nose tackle, he has a 15 hitting power, so he does have a little bit of might there, but not much else going for him. Just a 31 maximum speed, but not too bad. Reuben Davis, also 50 hitting power, 31 maximum speed, 19 interceptions, so he's not going to be coming in coverage anytime soon. All right, let's look at the linebacking core for the Buccaneers. Kevin Murphy, 38 maximum speed, 31 hitting power, only 19 interceptions, and that quickness rating we know does not do anything. Winston Moss, a guy up the middle, another 31. Not good. 31 maximum speed, that is. 25 running speed and an acceleration of 31. 31 hitting power. He's a popcorn candidate for sure, and that's not good for a linebacking core. Eugene Marv, another popcorn candidate. Just going to get blasted by guys like Christian Okoye, Michael Haddix. Just throw them aside because they have a hitting power that's over 50 points higher. So if they're a 94... they're a 31. Do the simple maths. You got a 63 difference, and they're getting popcorned around.
Not good.
Not good. And he's not a good coverage linebacker either with 19 interceptions. So do they have a good linebacker? Well, no, not really. 38 maximum speed, a little better. 38 hitting power. But this whole linebacking core could get thrown around by guys like Craig Hayward and the guys that I said, Brad Mustard. Just throw them around. They're not doing much for you at all. All right, so thankfully with Tampa Bay's defense, you have a guy named Dwayne Haddix, and he's the star. And
stud.
He's the stud. He's the star, and he really only had one good season in the NFL, and it was in 1990. He had 7 interceptions, 3 returns for touchdowns. He made the Pro Bowl that year, and that's why he's so good in this game. He's a 75 interceptions. He's going to be picking the ball off like crazy. 75 maximum speed, flying all over the field. At the snap of the ball, that running speed is at a 44, accelerating a 56 rushing power. And he has a solid 44 hitting power. That's pretty solid. So, Ricky Reynolds, here's your other corner. He's not too good, but at least he has a 50 interceptions. He's only a 38 maximum speed, 31 hitting power. He's going to get thrown around a little bit. Harry Hamilton. So here's your other corner. He has a 56 interception. So honestly, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are pretty good with their interceptions in the secondary. 44 maximum speed, 44 hitting power. So they really don't have anyone on defense that's too strong at hitting power. The best 2 guys are the guys on the line with 50. And thank goodness you have a guy on the other side that you can actually use as opposed to Wayne Haddix, and he's Mark Robinson, the safety. He's got a 50 maximum speed. He also ties with those other 2 linemen for 15 hitting power. He has 56 interceptions. So you will get some picks with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. He has that 31 running speed. And as we know, the maximum speed of the strong safety, that'll be the punt returner's maximum speed. So you put Reggie Cobb there. He'll have that hitting power, and then you get that 50 maximum speed. So that does it for Tampa Bay breakdown of their defense and the team overall. So let's take a look at the matchups, and I'll kick it over to you, Mort.
Let's see. Let's go with some matchups for Tampa Bay. We'll start at the bottom, kind of work our way up. Tampa Bay Atlanta is about the lowest I've seen, and then I think the Tampa Bay little overmatches them a little bit, but I've seen people call it. They like to call it. It's like to throw it down the field. Tampa Bay Dallas is a good matchup, pretty even. I've seen a lot of Tampa Bay Pittsburgh, very even matchup there. Let's go with Tampa Bay Washington is a very even matchup I've seen a lot of. And also, of course, Tampa Bay versus the Rams is pretty even. And let's go through a few teams, make sure I haven't missed anybody that's even, like, they could play with some teams that are a little bit better than them, but you're giving up a little bit. Like, they could play with Minnesota, Detroit, and Miami, but, I mean, Tampa Bay, Miami, I like that because it's kind of like you can still move the ball on offense. You don't have to worry about it, but I think, like, Barry Sanders is a little much when you just have Wade Haddix. And let's see any other teams out there. San Diego and Tampa Bay could be a pretty even matchup. They also got to watch out for butts, but still, I'd rather actually do the Tampa Bay, San Diego. Of course, Tampa Bay, Denver, I didn't visit either. But those ones, it's like sometimes it's hard to get that high MS running back against Wade Haddix because then it's like a struggle sometimes because all the plays seem to be coming at Wade Haddix.
Yep. Yeah, Tampa Bay's, they flirt around the mid-tier team. I would also match them up against Dallas. I just like Dallas.
Oh, I mentioned Dallas. That was like
did you?
That was the second one.
Oh, sorry.
That's probably the most even one there is. Or Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, those are both good matchups. We'll probably play one of those. So I think for this matchup, I'll let you use the team that we're breaking down. You can pick Tampa Bay, and then I'm going to go with Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, so as you're setting up your playbooks, we got a ton of questions for you, all by the same guy, and he's saying he's got a bunch of questions for you. I'm going to just pick which ones I like.
All right, fair enough.
Who's the top 3 Tecmo teams?
It's always been tough for me because I try not to get attached to any team because of the matchups and everything. And, like, it's really hard for me to say that this team is really good for me. I mean, I can tell you teams that I don't like to be with more confidence. Like, I was talking to Tom about this earlier, I really don't like being Atlanta. They're one of my least favorite teams in the game to play with. Overall, I really don't like Indianapolis, but who does? And then I guess another team that I really tried to think of any other teams that have let me down tremendously to the play. Basically, Atlanta, and I would say Atlanta and Seattle. It's hard to make a third team to really put on there, but Atlanta and Indianapolis are 2 teams I wouldn't be. The problem is to get to this point of the game, you have to be so good with so many teams that you really can't. I'm glad that I only have 2 teams that I can't really do too good with, because then I don't have too many weaknesses. And, like, if I was too overconfident in 2 or 3 teams, then there would probably be a pattern that would be easier for people to exploit on me, which I don't have. You're Pittsburgh, right?
Yep.
I'm just trying to think how I want to combat Pittsburgh.
So I want to know, are you more of a runner or a passer?
I guess nowadays I'm more of a runner. I mean, I pass when I have to, but I mean, there's less turnovers that way, so I run the ball more. I mean, I can still throw the ball at the best of them, but I just feel like in most games, if I can win the game just running the ball, I'll try it. Even if I can't out-tap the guy, I'll try it. I want to be able to run the ball on him. That doesn't matter to me. No, I don't like doing that play when I have a high MS QB.
Hooters started in Tampa. That's cool. All right.
I didn't know that.
And your the last question I'll give you is, y'all ever drink vodka orange juice?
No, as I mentioned earlier, I did not drink anymore, and I was never much for hard alcohol.
I don't drink that.
Yes.
I might have tried that before, but I'm more likely to drink some champagne and orange juice, some mimosa. Nice little brunch drink. But if they have a good
I got a bad
Bloody Mary, I could go with that too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go with this play. No, I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go with this play.
So did you put Harvey at running back?
Oh no, I gotta switch it back.
Oh, okay.
And this play. I mean, sometimes I might play around with that and go with 2 backs, but.
And you put Cobb at tight end to get better blocking, right?
Yeah, I like to do that. Like, I usually insist on it. Then I take my tight end and put it at the first receiver position. It really helps set up my sweep and the blocking on it. And, yeah, let's go with that. Let's see how I roll.
All right.
I don't usually bust out those 2 plays, so.
I feel pretty good with the Steelers. I know I got some key defensive players. Lloyd, David Little, splits up the middle.
No, guys don't hit the showers after the game in the Tecmo tournament. At least I hope not. I really hope not. And I don't drink no more for health reasons.
All right, I think I'm good. I'm going with Bubby Brister as my quarterback. Yeah, so last time we played on stream, I was player 2, so I'll go player 1 this time.
Okay, yeah, good.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, so we think the top 2 matchups are for Tampa are probably Pittsburgh and the Cowboys, right?
Yeah. Then number 3, I think, would be the Redskins.
And I'm kicking off. That's right, Bloody Mary Sunday morning. Reggie Cobb, you gotta look out for him when he's returning kicks. But he's not gonna throw around Steelers defenders too much.
Yeah.
And with Vinny Testaverde, you know you got to watch out for him running all over the field.
Oh, this is kind of wasted.
Yeah. And that's the way you get a minute off the Tecmo time. That's how you get a minute off the clock right there. So I guess right on which guy should pick on defense. So I wasn't blocked with Rod Woodson there. Alright, so this play. And yeah, he's deep in his own territory. He's not going to go for that 5 yards. So the key thing here is I just got to look out for Wayne Haddix. And the thing I do like about the Steelers offense, and I know a lot of guys take him out for Vlasic, the pickle man as they call them, is I actually like Bubby Brister's passing speed. I'll deal with some of his errant throws just to have his passing speed. He's a 75. I didn't want to throw that up. Bubby Brister's got horrible pass control.
Yeah. Once I saw they were all covered, I figured I should charge in there.
And that's what's tough about the Steelers. Once you're in this kind of scenario, 3rd and long, you're probably going to be punting unless you get a good runoff or something.
That's why when I was on 3rd down, I wasn't going too crazy to do anything and turn it over. I figured, you know what, Pittsburgh's offense sometimes can be very hard to get going. It's a little boring, Tecmo. It's not as flashy sometimes, but you know what, gets the job done.
The guy's open. There.
Yeah. Make sure you're covering these guys.
Whenever you see a play, like a shotgun play, he's going to get the pass off there. If you have a linebacker that has a good coverage, and you know there's going to be 5 receivers on the play, sometimes it's good to bring that linebacker back in coverage so you can try to cover all the players or as many as possible.
Bad.
Just Rod Woodson coming in strong.
Like Rod Woodson can just do whatever he wants.
That one,
not risking that little throw. I'm just going to take the yards with the quarterback just in case he drops it.
Little dump pass. Sneaks in for that first down.
Time and taking advantage of that QB back speed.
Gotcha. I tried to stay in a path where I could maybe jump, but just didn't work out there. So that's some big time scrambling right there. We're scrambling with the best.
Oh shit.
Ooh, come on, Pittsburgh. You gotta pick that off. Woodson's fast enough to get over there. It's more like Herm Edwards. I don't know.
I don't dislike him. He's a pretty good coach. He played to win the game. Good line. Jump. I got through the ball to the guy I wanted to throw it to, but he didn't jump.
In a defensive battle like this, it's definitely going for the points. Get in there. No.
Alright, good. I got a little bit better luck on field goals this time.
Well, yeah, it pays in this matchup to have a good kicker.
Yeah. What's got to avoid kick blocking, bigger. Your kicker's pretty good, too.
Yeah.
That NFL legend, Gary Anderson. Right. Gary Anderson.
So the tough thing with the Steelers in this scenario, am I going to have enough time to build a drive up? In a minute 14 down the field? No, but I think I could get in a field goal range, and if I do that, they'll be huge.
Oh, wow.
One of those crappy linebackers picked it off.
Wow, I'm surprised. There was one we didn't really mention who had 31 INT.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was the second guy. I think that was him. Yeah, we glossed over it, but
yeah, that was my fault. My fault.
I guess that's Tecmo. Tecmo is like saying, "Wow, you can't forget about this guy." That's the one danger with Bobby Brister and the guys like him. That passing speed they don't got a lot of passing control. Oh, there we go!
What the hell?
Shot block! Oh, that shot block just went crazy. It's not illegal at Tecmo.
Why does that happen?
Oh, we got a request for the halftime show.
No, we can't play it because sometimes it messes up the stream.
Oh, it does? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to skip the halftime show, sorry. And some of my favorite comedy movies, What About Bob? I was watching a few nights ago. That's one of my favorites of all time.
So is there a reason why the chop block happens?
No, it just happens. You'd have to ask Brewdog why it happens. It's rare. Some teams it happens more often, some games more often. But why specifically? It's only on certain plays it happens. Like, on the sweep it's rare, but it does happen. I know on the, there is a play where there's a chop block every time. It's a pro form play at run 2 that sucks, but there is a chop block every time on it, but it's hard to take advantage because the play's so bad.
I'm just going to try to make it happen on this drive.
Brister.
Try to sneak one in. Wasn't doing. So Hodge just isn't fast enough to take advantage of the run straight at Haddix. Doesn't help out.
Oh!
And I'm still in a situation where I feel like I can maybe get one defensive stop and have enough time to score twice. But we'll see what happens.
Yes, play.
Total coverage. Come on, Rod Woodson. We need something out of you. Man. I guess passing my defense was not there to cover that play. So you're right about that. Pass 2 that you have. The defense just sucks at covering it.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you won't get any help.
Get back! Oh! Vinny just misses it. Oh no!
Yeah, I saw those two guys.
I was gonna try to dive. That was just poorly managed on my part on how to stop that play. That's a JJ. And at this point, down 17-0 with the Steelers, my chances of realistically coming back are probably about 2%.
Yeah, it's really hard to fall behind with the Steelers. I mean, this is a good matchup, but sometimes, like, Vinny Testaverde with that ability to break contain has just slowly been just wearing down your defense. Otherwise, like, the first drive, your defense came out strong. Oh, he got strong.
Oh, I said Vlasic earlier in the stream.
But no, because you're thinking San Diego.
I'm thinking San Diego.
I wasn't thinking it, too. I wasn't thinking it, too.
Rick Strum is their backup.
No, I don't know where Daryl Brown's been hiding yet. No, the joys of online Tecmo. People ducking their games. Do this an interception so we can show the JJ ad. Oh, no, it's too late.
I mean, at this point of the game, Mort's got to expect me to just throw up some balls because it's my only way of coming back.
Yeah, but that's hard to do against the Haddix roaming.
It is hard to do. Yeah, throws off.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to score the next... Oh, no, not with Haddix there. That was just a bad throw.
Haddix. Oh.
So I might need a score anyways, so I'm just going to go for the field goal. And go for an onside kick.
Nice spot. You know, you always want your quarterback out there on your hands, team, on that onside kick. Good old Tecmo.
Yeah, whose decision was that?
Cobb into the game.
Vinny Testaverde got his magic legs back there. Field goal will definitely put this one away. But I got Lloyd. He's in there. Oh. That's a good game right there. 20-3. Couldn't get anything going with the Steelers' offense early. Mort was carving me up with the passing and run game combo. He showed a little both this time. And that one beats Haddix to the punch. And Rick Strom's doing pretty good in relief. I gotta hand it to him. Doing a lot better than Bubby Brister.
There you go. Strom.
You always gotta look out for those. Is there any good way to defend to JJ?
Get lucky. I mean, it just seems like in some games it doesn't happen. In some games it does. It's really the best thing you can do is just run back there with your best defensive back and just look for the best.
Oh, I thought I had that one. I'm coming for you, Vinny.
I'll be outside of his field goal range. We'll see.
We'll see. What? Wait, I just want to calculate how much yards this is. So 54. This is a 71-yarder. I'm actually not going to try to block it.
No. Run in with the first guy. It gives me an extra yard. Me and my brother looked at it.
If you run in with this guy?
Yeah. We did it. Like, we would do the kicks, and then we would run in with the first guy. And if somebody was trying to block it, you gave him an extra yard.
Really?
Yeah, I never mentioned the Brewdog to look into
I'm just
that
going
to
to
see
use
if
this
that.
guy.
We were just noticing something. But if you're not inside there, let's see. No, he's got the leg.
Yeah.
He's got the leg.
He's got it.
Yeah, I think Christie can make it for the 45 too, and then only I think you need. And it also depends on conditioning because we didn't really look at it. That's the most offense I've put up in a while.
Yeah, you poured it on me with the Buccaneers. With the Steelers' defense, I should be able to hold you under 20 points, but.
Yeah, it's just Testaverde just had a really good game today, and then your team just couldn't get it going on offense. So I had several tries at it. No, it's a great review of the Buccaneers there.
Yep.
We had a good time. It's been a good evening. Well, we're going to sign off and get a couple practice games in, and then next week be back with, I think, AFC West in Denver?
That is right. Denver and KC. So 2 teams you're going to see called a lot at Tecmo Madison.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see those teams all over the place. So you better buck up for next week. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, by the time Tecmo Madison comes, we'll probably have these finished.
Yeah, we're going to get through them. We got 9 teams left to go. So if you tuned into the live stream, thanks for tuning in. If you check this out later, let us know what you think of our team matchups and breakdown. Have a good one.